Hello everyone, my name is Pukar Dhital. I'm an English instructor and today we're covering the chapter Expressing Wants of Grade 5. We'll be going through the exercises, past participle, conversation practice and letter writing. So let's begin the class.
So let's continue the exercises of Unit 1, Expressing Wants. So here you go, alright, the exercise of Expressing Wants, the spelling section. Number 7, spelling, okay. So the heading is add ed to these verbs. So we have these action words given or verbs given. See, verb always denotes an action, okay, some action being taken, alright, to make the past form. Or we take this to what we call past participle, where we add ed at last, okay. Now remember, whenever you add ed or past participle, it always denotes a completed action, meaning, whenever you add ed form to a verb, it always denotes a completed action. There you go, okay. So let's look at the exercises now. We have here want plus ed is equal to wanted. Very simple, isn't it? Similarly, we have play plus you add ed. The result will be, come on, you can do it right away. Cook plus ed would be call plus ed would give you, and finally invent plus ed would give you invented. Remember, the moment you add ed, it denotes a completed action, meaning something has been invented, has already been invented somewhere in the past. Okay, so I'm sure you can do for play, cook, just add ed there, you'll get the answer right. Let's move on to the next exercise, number B. It says add d to these verbs to make the past forms. Now we are adding just d here. Again, we are taking it to past form, all right? Something, an event that has happened in the past. Okay, so here you go. L-I-V-E, leave, plus d is equal to V-E-D, leaved. Similarly, U-S-E. See, these verbs end in the letter E, and we don't end up adding ed again. That would be wrong, isn't it? Used, we don't write, U-S-E-E-D, used. See, this is incorrect form. The correct form would be, so these are all incorrect form. That's why E is already here. We just add D, which is the correct thing to do, and then we get used. See? Simple as that. Now, receive plus, again, what do you think you'll get? Now we have move plus, and finally, we will have apologize, meaning to ask for forgiveness. Apologize plus would give you apologized. Again, this, of course, you can do this in the classroom, okay? Let's move further. Number C, which says, change these verbs into past form. So you have the verbs given. So what are the verbs? These action words, okay? Change these verbs into past forms. What is past form? Something, an event that had happened in the past, an event that had happened in the past. Simply, we are putting all these verbs in the past forms, okay? So for example, all right, you have as an example, see, the simple present dig, its past tense should be dog, okay? How about write? What is the past tense of write? Similarly, what is the past tense of go? What is the past tense of sleep? What is the past tense of leave? And what do you think is the past tense of drink? Okay, the past tense of drink would be drank. Drink, drank. Leave would be left, right? And I'm sure you can very well do slip for slip, go right. Take the help of the dictionary if you have to, but of course I know you can do it. Okay, right for right. What do you think is the past tense of right or past form of right? What is the past form of go? And apparently, what is the past form of sleep? And you will get the answer right. Now, next is a conversation again. So here we have exercise number 8. Read and complete. Remember, we had begun this exercise with a conversation. So how a conversation should take place. So in this, the scenario is, the setting is that a man is in a restaurant, right? And he's taken his table and he's looking at the menu. And next to him is a waiter waiting for his orders. You go to restaurants, whenever you go to restaurants, you always look at the menu first, and then the waiter comes, and the waiter very humbly waits for your order. Okay. All right. So let's first read the whole conversation. Okay. Waiter, are you ready to order, sir? Man, yes. And there's a big space, gap, and a Coke, please. Waiter, after some time, he comes back. Here are an omelette and Coke, sir. So we got to figure out now what is it that he has ordered. See? Omelette and Coke. Okay. Moving forward, man. And again, there's a big blank there, which we'll have to fill in. And again, after some time, of course, he eats in that period of time, and he says, I want the bill, please. Waiter, here you are. Looks and pays. Of course, you look at the bill, then you pay. Thank you, the man says. Waiter, again, a big space or blank, and sir. So let's try to fill this. Are you ready to order, sir? Man. Yes. An omelette and a Coke, please. That's too direct. So to make it more polite, remember, we always try to make it polite, right? As much as we can. We got to speak politely. So, yes, I'd like to order an omelette and a Coke, please. And waiter, he comes after some time. He takes the order. He comes after some time. Here are your omelette and Coke, sir. Man. What do you think the man must have said? Thank you. All right, thank you for bringing me my food. He eats in the meantime, and after some time, he asks for a bill. Waiter, here you are. Man looks and pays. Thank you again. Welcome. All right, and of course, you must have said, the waiter is likely to say, you're most welcome, sir. See? And look at the use of words like thank you, please. Okay? Look at that. Again, welcome, most welcome here in this case. Again, please. So this is what makes English such a polite language. All right? So be regular with the word like please, welcome, pardon, thank you. This makes your English really good. Okay? Number 9, word power. Okay, it's more like a vocabulary. So on this section we have words, and here we have nouns. Okay? So the word here able, E-L-E, able. All right, when you write ability, it becomes a noun. You see, able is adjective, right? And you add here A-B-I-L-I-T-Y. You change the word, the spellings, and here you get the noun here. All right, so from adjective it becomes noun. So there are more to it. For instance, attractive is again an adjective. A-T-T-R-A-C-T-I-V, attractive. Okay, and you make this attraction. A-T-R-A-C-T-I-O, attraction. Or you can also write it attractiveness and it becomes noun. A-T-T-R-A-C-T-I-V-E-N-E-S-S, attractiveness. You see, so this way you can work on exam, okay, and then work on invent. Take the help of dictionary, it will be of great help to you. Construct, let's move further. Same thing, okay, here are words. Equal, happy, honest, high, long, windy, and at last, invite. Okay, what do you think you're going to write for windy? Think of it. What can possibly be the noun of windy, which is adjective again, by the way. For windy, you can write it down here. Windiness. N-I-S-S, windiness. Now, with the help of dictionary, you can do it for invite. You can do it for long. You can do it for high. You can do it for honest, for happy, for equal, right? And similarly, you can now do it for exam, you can do it for invent, and of course you can do it for construct as well. Make sure to get the best help from the dictionary. Now, moving forward, right, this is number 12, read and write. So it's letter actually. So who has written this letter? Let's check it out. Okay, the date as given in the book is 16 July 2006. The headmistress, Janata Primary School, Jumla. Dear Madam. Letter begins with, due respect, I want to inform you that I cannot come to school. In the next page, tomorrow. My granny is sick and I want to take her to hospital. And the letter is the closing of the letter. Yours faithfully, Nabeen Basnet, and he's a student of grade 5. So it's a letter written by Navin Basnet of grade 5 to his principal requesting her to grant him a leave. See, that's a very wonderful thing. He's about to get absent and he's writing a formal letter. This is what is called formal letter, you see, to his principal requesting her for a leave. Now remember, there are two types of letter: formal, informal letter. Informal letter is also called personal letter. Personal letter. You see, you write this letter to your near and dear ones. Who are near and dear ones? Like your relatives, your mother, your father, your brother, sister, your friend. You see, your neighbor perhaps. Whenever you write letter to your near and dear ones, your relatives, that's what we call informal or personal letter. All right. Formal letter, it could be official letter. All right, is usually written for official purpose and is written to organization. See. All right, you usually write it to a man, to a person with position, maybe doctor, maybe principal, okay, maybe a manager of a bank. So this, however, is written to a principal here, the headmistress, in fact. That's why it's a formal, okay? And if you write to your friend, mother, grandmother, grandfather, your neighbor, perhaps, your brother, sister, cousin, they're all informal letters. Let's read this letter once again. 16 July 2006, the headmistress, Janata Primary School, Jumla. Dear Madam, with due respect, I want to inform you that I cannot come to school tomorrow. My granny is sick and I want to take her to hospital. Yours faithfully, by the way, it should be yours faithfully here, okay? Yours faithfully, Navin Basnet, grade 5. So Navin Basnet has written this letter to his headmistress. Now, write a letter to your teacher. And the reason is your grandpa is sick and you want to stay home and take care of. So here's the reason. You're writing a letter to your teacher first of all, and the reason is your grandfather is sick and you're doing a wonderful job. You're staying home. You want to stay home and take care of him. All right, and following the same format, you're writing a letter and this is your homework. Now remember one thing, however, a letter, you see, has three parts. Okay, first is opening. This is the opening part. Okay, where you write the date and the headmistress Janata Primary School, Jumla. This is what we call opening of the letter. Okay, then we have the greeting here. Dear Madam. You can also write respected ma'am. In fact, I advise you to write respected ma'am. Okay, and then we have, you see, from here, with due respect, and remember, formal letter is always short, very short, precisely to the point. Informal letter, they are lengthier. A lot of things can be written in informal letter. How are you? How have you been? Oh, I miss you so much. Oh, without you, my days are, getting so boring. I miss your presence all the time. I really hope you're doing all these things. You can add in informal letter when you write it to your relatives, but in formal letter, precisely to the point. And right from the beginning here, the letter begins, all right? It goes straight to the subject matter. With due respect, I want to inform you that. And then it goes, see, this part is what we call the whole thing, okay? They are what we call body of the letter. Body of the letter, all right? And we write the main content. And finally, so to end it, this is what we call closing. See, so there's opening, there's greeting, there's body, and there's closing, and the letter is done following this very format. And of course, in place of yours faithfully, okay, you can write yours sincerely, okay, and write a name and the grade. So following the same format, you can do this homework, writing a letter. Okay, so this is much for today, and if you have any queries, feel free to email us at learning@deerwalk.edu.np. Thank you very much.